Los Angeles ground, November 2521, request taxi to parking.
November 2521, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, November 2521. November 2521, request permission to cross runway 25 right. Los Angeles ground, November 994 Uniform Golf, ready for pushback.
November 994 Uniform Golf, pushback approved.
Los Angeles ground, Lufthansa 64 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 25 right. Pushback approved, November 994 Uniform Golf.
Lufthansa 64 Heavy, pushback approved.
Los Angeles ground, November 994 Uniform Golf, ready to taxi. Pushback approved, Lufthansa 64 Heavy. November 2521, request permission to cross runway 25 right.
November 994 Uniform Golf, taxi to runway 24 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 24 left, November 994 Uniform Golf.
November 2521, cross runway 25 right.
Crossing runway 25 right, November 2521. Los Angeles ground, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie, ready for pushback.
Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie. Los Angeles ground, Lufthansa 64 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 25 right.
Lufthansa 64 Heavy, taxi to runway 25 right, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 25 right, Lufthansa 64 Heavy. Los Angeles ground, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie, ready to taxi. Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie, ready to taxi. Los Angeles ground, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie, ready to taxi. Taxiing to runway 25 right, Lufthansa 64 Heavy. Taxiing to runway 25 right, Lufthansa 64 Heavy. Los Angeles ground, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie, ready to taxi.
Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie, taxi to runway 25 right, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 25 right, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie.
Lufthansa 64 Heavy, taxi to runway 24 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 24 left, Lufthansa 64 Heavy.
Los Angeles ground, Air Force 169 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 25 right.
Air Force 169 Heavy, taxi to runway 24 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 24 left, Air Force 169 Heavy.
Southwest 1228 Super, taxi to runway 24 left, contact tower when ready. Indonesia 1, taxi to runway 25 right, contact tower when ready.
Los Angeles ground, Air Force 169 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 24 left.
Taxiing to runway 24 left, Southwest 1228 Super.
Indonesia 1, correction, stand by.
Air Force 169 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Force 169 Heavy.
Los Angeles ground, Air Force 287, request taxi to parking, any.
Air Force 287, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Force 287.
Air Force 287, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Air Force 287. Los Angeles ground, Avianca 581, ready for pushback.
Avianca 581, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Avianca 581. Los Angeles ground, Indonesia 1, ready for pushback.
Indonesia 1, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Indonesia 1. Los Angeles ground, Avianca 581, ready to taxi to runway 24 right.
Avianca 581, taxi to runway 24 left, contact tower when ready.
Los Angeles ground, Southwest 1228 Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 25 right.
Taxiing to runway 24 left, Avianca 581.
Los Angeles ground, Delta 101 Heavy, ready for pushback.
Avianca 581, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Avianca 581.
Delta 101 Heavy, pushback approved.
Pushback approved, Delta 101 Heavy.
Los Angeles ground, Delta 758 Heavy, request taxi to parking any. Los Angeles ground, Indonesia 1, ready to taxi to runway 25 right.
Pushback approved, Southwest 1228 Super.
Taxiing to runway 25 right, Indonesia 1.
Los Angeles ground, Delta 101 Heavy, ready to taxi.
Delta 101 Heavy, continue taxi. Delta 101 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Delta 101 Heavy.
Los Angeles ground, Foxtrot Oscar Delta Oscar Mike Super, ready for pushback, requesting runway 25 right.
Los Angeles ground, Southwest 1228 Super, ready to taxi to runway 24 right.
Foxtrot Oscar Delta Oscar Mike Super, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right.
Pushback approved. Foxtrot Oscar Delta Oscar Mike Super.
Southwest 1228 Super, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Southwest 1228 Super.
Continue taxi, 4 Uniform November Alpha Sierra Super.
For Uniform November Alpha Sierra Super, hold short of runway 25 left.
Hold short of runway 25 left, 4 Uniform November Alpha Sierra Super. Los Angeles ground, Foxtrot Oscar Delta Oscar Mike Super, ready to taxi to runway 25 right.
Foxtrot Oscar Delta Oscar Mike Super, continue taxi.